What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm going to be doing some listing today. I got a bunch of orders to package up that I've sold. I think about 13 sales, so I want to get a head start on that today. And today is a Sunday, and that's when I usually do a lot of my work. I have the full day to work. I usually don't go thrifting or go anywhere else to garage sales, places like that. Every other day in the morning, I'm out sourcing and trying to find stuff to sell, at least in the morning. Then I come home, do a little bit of listing or whatever. But I'll show you a little bit on how I take my photos, what settings I use. Of course, I made a video recently where I talked about how I deal with my listing, how I list stuff, then I put it on the couch, and then I turn on the TV or whatever, something to occupy my brain so I don't get burnt out on the listing part of it. A lot of good tips in there, I think, so if you want to check out that video, if you didn't see it, I'll have a link. But now I'm just going to grab some stuff. I got plenty of stuff to choose from, obviously. I think I will list that lamp today, get out of here. Some of this stuff actually might be spoilers. I don't know when this video will come out compared to some of my thrifting videos. I always try to list shoes, and I got some shoes in here. Got a Browns backpack. I think I'll just go ahead and list that. Got that at the rummage sale recently. Over here, I already got on here on the photo booth, is this Tonka Jeep. And I did an auction. I got another one, a red one. I got both of these at Goodwill. And I'm trying to auction because I really don't know what to price these or what they're going to sell for because they're kind of rare. There's no comps for these at all anywhere. Plus they're new, so, you know, they're vintage. The auction actually ends here pretty soon. I listed it last Sunday. I started at $14.99 plus shipping. I have one bid. A decent amount of watchers, so hopefully at the end it gets bid up a little. I didn't know if it was going to sell for 30 bucks. I didn't know if it was going to sell for, you know, 150 bucks with it being a collectible and rare like it is. So I figured I'd list one as an auction, and then I'll probably price this one like 30 bucks afterwards, just let it sit for a while, because a lot of times on auctions stuff goes lower. And then I got like 3 pairs of shoes in here, so I'll probably just go ahead and list those now. I think these have a little bit of cleaning maybe I'll have to do on them. And then we'll have an empty tote. And it always feels good to empty totes. I got these Adidas here. They're pretty clean. And the Merrells, which I imagine probably will take a little bit of cleaning. Well, they're actually pretty clean. I don't do a lot of cleaning on the bottom. I just kind of sell the bottom as is, unless it's really bad. But I also don't plan on doing a lot of listing today. So we'll put these here. What else do I want to pick today? Oh, let's just open a tote and see what's inside and pick some stuff from that. Here's these hats I should probably list. The reason I haven't listed this one is I was going to clean it up a little bit because it's about a $150 hat. I want to try to get full value on that. This one here I think is actually pretty clean. I guess I can just list this one. Why not? I got these at a garage sale. If you didn't catch the video, I just randomly come across a sale that was happening. She had some stuff out in the yard, and I was digging through some boxes and found these cool hats. So I think I've only paid like a quarter for them, and I'll probably make at least a couple $100 profit in the end. Here's a random Google Home Mini. I guess I'm just thinking about just listing just to get rid of it. It was for personal use. Let's see what's in the tote here. And I see Stewie. This was the golf club cover, right? I got at a rummage sale. Yeah, I said in my video it's like a puppet, and then someone's like, hey, that's a golf club cover, and I'm like, hey, you know, that makes more sense. Actually, I think this was selling for like 30 bucks, maybe even 35, so that's gonna be pretty easy to list. Might as well do that. What else do we got in here? Is that a Coca-Motion in there? Coca-Motion? Yeah, it is. That's nice. $4 at the thrift store. I thought I had all these listed and sold. I just sold one a couple weeks ago I had listed. Also, I don't see the manual. Usually I print out the manual for these and just include it. I have the PDF, so yeah, let's get that listed. It's Coca-Motion season. What else is in here? I got this mouse. You know, I don't really feel like selling this mouse. I have to test it. I don't want to pull it out and test it. Usually when I have stuff to test like that, I just do a day where I list like 10 things I have to test, and I just do it all at once. What are these? Some of the latch hook kit stuff. Probably list those. What's this though? Oh, this is the like mixer attachment things. I think these are selling for close to 100. I got $20 into it, so I think today will be a good day to deal with that. I'll set it over here for now. I got the lamp. This is Barney Memory Game. I think I was going to sell that on Amazon. I can't remember if it was missing a piece now or what. I really need to leave notes. I try to leave notes on stuff if I've counted the pieces. This Categories game sealed. I don't even remember where that came from, but I see a Goodwill sticker, so I guess I paid $3.99. Definitely not in good shape to send to Amazon. That's probably why it's in this eBay tote. Let me just open up one more tote. We'll see what's inside there. Probably shoes, to be honest. Oh, kind of remember some stuff I'm seeing already. You got this Indominus Rex, which I've sold these for 200 bucks, but look at the damage on it. I just bought it because it was only 99 cents, and I'm like, somebody's gonna want to buy this. Let's go ahead and list this. Get that out of here. This will be easy enough to list. Probably not gonna be big money or anything. I'm hoping to get 15, 20 bucks for it though. Only paying $1. It was worth picking up. This was some early garage sale stuff. There's some Tonka stuff. Little cars too. This is there's a sealed mail, so I could list that. This is from the rummage sale where I got all the Nintendo games earlier in the year. Remembering some of this stuff. Oh, all this self-help stuff I never listed. Babe plush. I think that's mostly the self-help stuff. What is this? I guess that just goes with the DVD stuff. I don't want to get into that stuff, to be honest, today. I'll just go ahead and list this Babe plush, I guess. It's just sitting in there. It's probably not worth big money, but I only paid like $0.25 for it, I'm sure. So I like to list smaller dollar items mixed with, larger dollar items, because it kind of sucks to spend your whole day listing smaller dollar items. Feels like you don't accomplish much, but there should be, I don't know, $200-300 profit here on stuff, so I'll go ahead and do that. But before I take the photos, I think I'll go do some of my packaging. Like I said, I like to break up my work and just do a little bit of something, a little bit of something, a little bit of something, come back to something. It keeps it fresh. And also, does anyone else have this problem sometimes? Like when you have a bunch of sales and you're already busy and you get another sale and you think, oh my goodness, not another sale. Then you have to kind of stop yourself and like, wait a minute, Wick, that's what I want. That's why I'm doing this, is to get sales. That happened earlier. I was like, oh, I got so much stuff to ship out today. I want to get some listing done, some other things done, and a sale pops up and I'm just like, not another sale. I mean, come on, Wick. So I'm in my shipping room and I'm going to show you what I've sold. I got a couple things here. I sold this fan that I got at Goodwill. I think I paid, $12 for it. Sold it for $45, I don't remember, plus shipping. And then down here, I got this meat grinder. I think I paid $12 or $13 for it at Goodwill. Sold that for $45 plus shipping. So not bad there. I have a baseball glove I sold, just listed this recently. I think about 3 days ago. Sold pretty well. I think it's this Mizuno. Is this it? Yeah, this is it right here. I believe I sold it for $40 plus shipping. I only paid $2.99 for it at Goodwill. So we're gonna be shipping that out. Here I sold this Department 56 item that came out of a Salvation Army pallet. Got around to finally listing it. I think I sold this for $20, just like an elf little ice sculpture. Of course, I bought the whole pallet for $50 and sold a bunch of stuff, so I got no money into that right now. Then inside of here, I got this Lakeshore toy set I sold. Get it out of here. I bought a backpack and it had this inside of it with a bunch of other toys. And I only paid $1 for the backpack and all the toys. I sold this. I don't remember what I sold it for. I guess like around $20 plus shipping. Actually just checked, it was $18 plus shipping. Technically only got about 50 cents into it. Then it looks like up here I got this. This is a little bit heavy. Do it with one hand, not kill myself. Battery charger, engine starter, and I got these at Home Depot. What did I pay, like $12 or less for these? And I sold it for $70 plus shipping. So I just got a cancellation notice for this meat grinder, so I guess I won't be shipping that out today. Somebody from Canada bought it, so they were paying a lot to have it shipped. Maybe they just realized how much they were paying. Oh well, it's relisted, so we'll just wait till it sells again. I finally sold these Sock'em, Pop'em, what are they? Robots in here. These have been listed for a few years. I got them at a thrift store, I think, for like a quarter. It's like the travel set. It's kind of rare, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And they sold for $15 plus shipping. So I'll let you decide if holding it for a few years for that kind of profit is worth it. It's pretty small. I think it is to me. I would buy again. Here's some toys I sold, and a lot of this stuff is international orders today, so kind of nice. Of course, I do my international orders through the eBay Global Shipping Program. It's extremely easy. Get a lot of extra sales that way. Never really had any issues. Here are some just Power Rangers toys. I got a bunch of Power Rangers stuff at a garage sale this past year. This is just some of those items. I believe I paid $5 for these. Ended up selling them for $48 plus shipping, so not bad. And I also got these, some sort of Mega Blocks. I think they're supposed to be kind of like Bionicles or something. I bought a lot of stuff on auction and it had toys in it. This was some of the stuff that was in there. I'm sure they're missing pieces. I don't know, exactly what they are. I just decided to just put them on eBay for $15 plus shipping just to move them. And they sold, so I got no money technically into these now because I sold the other stuff from that auction lot. Here are some LeBron 12s I got, and I don't remember exactly where I got these. I think these might be the pair I got at a rummage sale where I only paid $1 for them. I ended up selling them for $80 plus shipping. They have to go to the authenticator, but basically you just ship them to the authenticator and then they make sure they're real and then they'll ship them to the buyer. I also sold another pair of shoes, or actually boots, and they're in this IKEA bag. This is stuff I listed yesterday, I think. I just never put it away yet. They're Noble Outfitter boots, and I bought these and I said, I paid $12 for them. I said I didn't really want to spend that much, but I didn't know how much I was going to find thrifting. I was in Goodwills where they just price stuff up, but I said I thought I could double my money, and that's pretty much what I done. And they sold a lot quicker than I thought they were going to. This is one of the international orders. I ended up selling them for $28 plus shipping. So here's a pop figure I sold for $40 plus shipping. I think I got this at a garage sale for like $2 or $3. This is one of the international orders. And then while I was looking for this sold. It is a Department 56 item, North Pole Series Reindeer Barn. And I sold it for $40 plus shipping, and I got no money into this now because this is one of those items that came off the Salvation Army pallet. So just cleaning up these shoes now, and I use this easy cleaner. I've mentioned this in videos before. It just seems to do a really good job. I just put it on one of these microfiber cloths and just rub around the edges, the top. It takes the surface dirt off very easily. On shoes like this, and I'm selling for like $25-30, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time making them perfect. I mentioned I usually only buy shoes now, at least on the lower end where I don't have to do much cleaning. Bottom looks good, so I'll give these shoes here a wipe down and get them ready to list. And then I got some stuff I need to remove the sticker from. I get asked a lot how I remove stickers, and just ignore this terrible mess. My trash can is overflowing. These are just mostly stickers and stuff I throw in there. And I got a big pile of stickers here. But I got this hair dryer and I use it to heat up the stickers. And I got this thing to hold it. I found at Goodwill one day and it clicked in my brain, this would be great to hold a hair dryer. But let me tell you, it's a game changer having this, because I just turn it on, I hold the item under there, and I have a free hand to use a Scotty Pillar, one of these, and I can just take the label off very easily. All this stuff is linked in the description under my business stuff if you're curious about it. Except the hair dryer. I mean, you just use any hair dryer. I don't have this particular stand, obviously, because I just found it randomly, but you can get hair dryer stands like on Amazon. You can also use a heat gun, but if you're not using heat, it can be very annoying to get stickers off. So when I'm listing shoes, I use this shoe riser here. I can put one shoe higher than the other. That saves on photographs. It shows clearly to the buyer what they're getting. I can just flip it around the other way, take a photo of both sides. And I can take a photo of the front, the back, the top. I take a photo of the tag as well. I definitely recommend doing that if you're listing shoes, because sometimes, you input the wrong size. I've gotten just this week, somebody said, hey, the picture shows one size, the listing shows another. I'm just like, whoops. It can be easy to make little mistakes like that. But then I take a picture of the bottom and kind of the edge like this so you can see the tread, because if not, people will ask like, hey, how's the tread? I can't really tell. So if you get pictures where they can see how much the tread's worn, it'll just save you some time and probably make the buyer a bit more happy. I also use a ring light here, and I do that to get light coming in from the front because of course the photo box has lights on the top. It does a good job. And I just use my phone for the pictures because I list on my phone. Just makes everything easy. I don't think you need a special camera. You don't need some high-end camera if you got a decent enough smartphone camera. And it's also good to change your brightness settings to just a little bit brighter. It'll make the white pop out a bit. I forget what the settings called, just whiteness balance or something like that, ISO type setting, but you don't want to turn that up too high because otherwise it'll make everything grainy, and that's enough. Like, I don't try to have perfect pure white backgrounds or just have the background removed or anything like that. When I first started listing on eBay, I was obsessed with photos. I'd spend so much time trying to get the perfect photo. I'd upload them to my desktop and do like Photoshop editing, try to remove the background. And if you're listing thousands of items, that will destroy your brain. You'll burn out so quick. So now I just try to get good photos as fast as possible. I try to take photos of each side of the item. I use my photos as part of the description. You're taking good photos that can just describe the item. If there's like instructions or details on the back of a box for like a board game or something, I'll zoom in and just take a picture of that rather than type it out in the description. I don't spend a lot of effort on the descriptions, just enough to describe any flaws that might not show up in the photos. The title, I try to use keywords like these New Balance, since they're pretty rare. I don't think there's any on eBay that color for that style. You know, I'll put rare, New Balance shoes, red, white, and blue, the colors, all that kind of stuff. They might even be vintage. I have to do a little bit of research to see if they're vintage. Obviously, if they're vintage, I want to put that in the title. Most people, when they're searching for things on eBay, it's going to be based on what the title says. The goal is to get into a rhythm where you're listing as fast as possible with as much quality as possible without actually having that quality take down your time to list, if that makes sense. You just want a very clean balance, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. If you're selling a lot of shoes on eBay and you haven't tried cross-listing, I suggest trying it. You get a lot of extra sales. You cross-list your listing over to like Mercari, Poshmark, Etsy, other places if you're selling on those. I've mentioned Prime Lister before. That's what I use, and you just take your listing and it copies over all the information to these other sites. It does take it some extra time, but not nearly as much as if you just, hand listing each item individually on other sites. Of course, on Poshmark and Etsy and stuff like that, it's more about clothing and shoes. Hard goods I really don't do cross-listing on. So I got some stuff photographed there, but taking a little break. Does anyone else have neck pain when it comes to listing? I think just all the looking down, cleaning shoes, taking photos, and since I'm listing on a phone, I'm just kind of always have my neck down. I'm gonna have to look up some neck exercises, I guess, try to strengthen my neck. I don't know. Would love to know if anyone else deals with neck pain from listing. So I got a lot of the items boxed up, ready to ship out, but I got a couple more sales while I was doing it. This beard ball game, got this at Goodwill, I think a couple years ago for like $2 maybe. Sold it for $20. And we have a cranium caribou. I sold this one on eBay for $65 plus shipping. Paid $2.99 for it at a Goodwill. And I just sold one of these on Amazon for $95, so I get a bit more on Amazon. However, this one had a bit more wear on the pieces, so I decided just to sell it on eBay where I could explain that a bit easier than on Amazon. But 2 more sales, I'll take it. So the auction ended for this Tonka Jeep, unfortunately. Only one bid, $15 plus shipping, paid $2.99 for it, so still make good profit. The blue one, I think we're gonna list like $30 plus shipping because I do think they have more value than 15. There were 12 people watching it, just no one bid. Maybe that is the right price for it. I don't know, but I'll get it boxed up and shipped out. But actually, I won't ship it out quite yet because the person hasn't paid yet. It's another reason I really hate auctions on eBay is because I would say 40 to 45% of the time, people don't even pay. Of course, when you're doing buy it now, they have to pay right away, which I don't know why auctions, they just don't have to pay right away. It's just kind of ridiculous, honestly. Okay, so I got a pile here on my couch of stuff that I got photographed and ready to list. I'm gonna sit down, relax, turn something on the TV. I believe there's probably about $250 worth of profit on stuff there, so really not bad. So to wrap up this video, I ended up selling this Lakeshore backpack I was just talking about earlier. So both Lakeshore items sold, got about 50 cents each into them. Sold this one for $15 plus shipping. This Lakeshore stuff, would I have paid $5 a piece for it at Goodwill to sell it for $15 plus shipping? Probably not, but when you got 15 cents into it, all of a sudden the profits become something that's worth your time. But there it is, everything I sold and got packaged. I lost track of how many items because I just kept getting sales. I think it's close to 20, and I believe over $1,000 in sales. I have 3 different postal places to go to drop this stuff off, so gonna be a busy morning. But that's gonna do it for the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button for me. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.